Hey guys, what's up? And in this video, we are going to be doing a Clash of Champions predictions. I know we haven't posted a video in a few weeks. No explanation. So, oh shit. Oh, Raw and SmackDown this week were in Madison Square Garden. We're not going to do a separate video on Raw and SmackDown because we just don't feel like it. So we're just going to do like a quick recap of both shows and then get into our predictions of Clash of Champions. Okay, so for Raw, we're not going to say every single thing that happened. I'm just going to kind of like go over like the most important things. For Raw, you know, they had Stone Cold, the whole shebang. Let's get to the highlight of the night. Skip to the point. We had a 4-horsewoman match. It was Charlotte and Becky versus Sasha and Bayley. It was a really good match, and it was actually pretty long, which I was happy about. I was mad that it wasn't the main event. It should have been. But, yeah, Becky and Charlotte won, which they should have, because I was pissed off because, like, when Sasha first returned, she beat up Becky, and then Becky missed one Raw because she was on vacation in Hawaii, living her best life, getting engaged to the love of her life. Anyways, and then when she came back, she got her ass beat again, and I was really pissed off, because they haven't made Becky look that, I don't want to say weak, but they haven't made her look like that in a long time, and she needed to get her revenge somehow, and she did. Alright, you know, other things happened on Raw, Seth and Braun contract signing, but that's really the only thing we need to talk about. SmackDown, I mean, I hate to say it, it was not nearly as good as Raw, and it felt like just another episode of SmackDown, even though I was really hoping since they were in Madison Square Garden they would do something special. The Undertaker returned, but other than that, it was just another episode of SmackDown, so I was kind of disappointed. Really disappointed.
Really disappointed.
What significant happened on SmackDown?
Undertaker returned.
As I just said,
Yeah, so
Mandy faced Nikki Cross, and that was a 2-second match.
Crickets.
I really can't think of anything that happened that was significant. Oh, at the end, okay, it was Shane versus Chad Gable. Shane replaced Elias for the King of the Ring tournament because Elias was injured apparently, and Kevin Owens was a special guest referee, and he was purposely like slow counting, so we thought that Chad was gonna lose, and then obviously he did that because he didn't want to lose his job and Shane was gonna be mad, but Shane tapped out. It's his own damn fault. But then at the end, SmackDown ended with Shane saying that like Kevin was fired, and I thought that it was just part of the storyline. Like, I didn't actually think he was fired, but apparently
He's going back to NXT.
He's dipping.
He's dipping back to NXT.
Which makes no sense to me and pisses me off, but
whatever floats Kevin's boat, I guess. What were you looking at?
okay, now we'll talk about some storylines and get into our predictions for Clash of Champions. So
I'll just do it in the order that I have it written down.
I'll start with the Mandy storyline, but
Starts with Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns.
oh, what I forgot to mention about SmackDown, because no one cares about this at all. They've had Rowan beat up Roman twice, and Daniel Bryan wasn't even on SmackDown this week, which pisses me off because I'm pretty sure he turned face last week because he was like saving Roman. So Roman and Rowan are facing Clash of Champions. This match does not need to happen. And the only reason why it's happening, hopefully, is so this dumbass, weak-ass feud can end, because Roman deserves so much better than this. Because neither of them are champions, and this does not need to be a match of Clash of Champions. Is it going to be a good match? No. We all know Roman's going to win.
Yeah, we're predicting Roman, by the way.
And, I mean, obviously.
Both of us are, so.
Roman's not going to lose to Roman. But I just don't see the point in this feud at all. Like, no one cares about Rowan. No one. Like, who? No one, exactly. Oh, next we have
The SmackDown Women's Championship match.
Bayley versus Charlotte. Okay, let me just...
This is a whole thing.
I really can't... I'm not going to get too deep into what they're doing with Bayley right now, but her character fucking sucks. There's no other way to put it. And I really think this is kind of going to the Sasha and Becky storyline, which I'll go into more when we talk about them later, but I really think Bayley teaming back up with Sasha and turning heel, even though she doesn't act heel, kind of ruined the Becky and Sasha feud for me, because I just feel like this extra Bayley crap does not need to be a thing. But, you know, whatever. It happened. So, we're both predicting Charlotte. Okay. We have a few different scenarios of what's going to happen.
Yes.
One is Charlotte just wins clean, because Bayley cannot beat Charlotte clean. She just can't. The second scenario is the only way Bayley was retaining is it by disqualification if she purposely disqualifies herself, which I wouldn't put it past her, or if Sasha comes out and that struck Charlotte and Bayley wins that way. Because I know Bayley isn't pinning Charlotte. And she's obviously not tapping out to her because she has no submission move, so.
Next match is the Raw Tag Team titles, Braun and Seth versus Rude and Ziggler. And, really, there's nothing to say about this match.
Okay, our predictions are that...
Rude and
Okay,
Ziggler.
here's my thing. I think, obviously, they should take the titles off Seth and Braun, especially since they're going to be facing for the Universal Championship. It only makes sense. But, at the same time, Dolph and, what's his name?
Robert Roode.
Robert Roode cannot beat Seth and Braun clean, obviously. So I don't know how this match is going to go, but I think Dolph and Robert Roode are going to win somehow.
All I know is that, yeah, Rude and Ziggler are definitely winning because they put the tag titles on Braun and Seth for a new team to win them. That was pretty much the reason for that. So we know for sure that Rude and Ziggler are winning.
Seth does not need to have the tag titles after Clash of Champions. He should just be Universal Champion. So, yeah.
Next match is the Intercontinental Championship match, Nakamura versus Miz.
And Sami Zayn is going to be in Shinsuke's corner. So,
we predicted Miz, but, like...
I really don't think Shinsuke is going to beat The Miz clean. So, I think either The Miz is going to win, or some clowner is going to happen and Shinsuke is going to retain by disqualification, which is probably what's most likely to happen. Especially because Sami Zayn's going to be in his corner. I don't think anyone should be in anyone's corner in a title match, especially at a pay-per-view. Like, can we be done with that shit? It's not it.
Next match is the United States Championship match, AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander. I was going to predict Cedric, but, like, since this feud is so last minute, I feel like they're not going to take the title off of AJ from, like, a feud like
Oh,
this.
that's the one you predicted, AJ?
Mm-hmm.
That was the one I was like... Yeah, that's what I said. That's the one that I was, like, 50-50 about, because they haven't built Cedric up for a long enough period of time, but at the same time, they have been building him up recently, and I feel like he does deserve the title. Maybe not quite yet, but... I could see this match going both ways. Because, like, I wouldn't put it past WWE to take the title off AJ, even though he hasn't had it for that long. So, I really don't know. I'm still 50-50 on that one.
She's wearing an Undisputed Era shirt, by the way. We stand... Anyways, the next match is the SmackDown Tag Title match. New Day versus the Revival.
I mean, I'm predicting
New Day,
but
I don't
really care about that.
I'm changing my prediction to the Revival. Bold prediction, but like, New Day's done what with the titles since winning them? Literally nothing. They won them at Extreme Rules, didn't they?
I honestly don't really care who wins that match. Like,
and the match has like no build. They announced it, and they had Randy and the Revival attack New Day a couple times, and then nothing's happened after that. So. Anywho, the next match is the WWE title match, which is Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton.
So, where were we?
Randy Orton and Kofi.
I'm predicting this match in disqualification again, because
the count out.
Either Randy's just gonna win, or Kofi's gonna win by disqualification. If they make Kofi beat Randy clean, imagine how pissed I'm gonna be. Kofi is not better than Randy Orton. He never has been and he never will be. He's not as strong. He's not a better wrestler than Randy. And though how strong they made Kofi look for the past months is ridiculous to me. Like, I understand he's champion, but y'all haven't made Seth or Becky look that strong, and they're better champions. So, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with Kofi's title reign until he started feuding with Randy Orton, because he should have won at SummerSlam. And we all know how that turned out. So, I'm predicting Randy. Nothing to it. Randy's winning, period.
Or Randy's losing somehow, some way, and he's winning at Hell in a Cell. Either way, Randy's winning the championship at some point. Whether it's this Sunday or Hell in a Cell, he's winning it. I mean, no two ways about it. Also, at Survivor Series, it better be Randy versus Seth. Period!
Next match is the women's tag title match. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss versus Fire and Desire.
We're both predicting Fire and Desire. Most people are. Because, Alexa and Nikki have defended them more than the Iconics did in the months they had them. But they're just not a good tag team. And Mandy and Sonya have been a tag team for a long time. And they defend the titles, and they're just a better tag team in general. So.
I feel like, after Fire and Desire win, because they're winning, when this draft hits, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this, I feel like they need to separate Nikki and Alexa. Or they don't, because there's really not a lot of women's tag teams. Nia's injured. I don't even know if she's coming back. I honestly don't care, because no one wants to see her, because she's a horrible wrestler, horrible on the mic, horrible at everything. But we're not going to get into my Nia Jax rant. So I feel like they should separate them, but since there's not a lot of tag teams, I don't know if they will.
Okay, we only have 2 matches left. Which one do you want to talk about first? Universal Championship match, which is probably going to main event. Seth versus Braun. We basically know Seth's retaining. They basically told us, because Seth and Bray are going to be facing. So they basically told us that Seth's going to be retaining. And
Braun, like, even if they didn't say that, Braun's not winning the Universal Championship. So, that just sucks, doesn't it?
Alright, I already know they're going to make Braun look good during the match, and I don't care. I know he's not winning, so moving on.
Yeah. Raw Women's Championship match.
If I get comments under this damn video. At me, boo. I'll put my Twitter and Instagram on the screen. My fandom accounts, obviously. So, some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be fucking said. Sasha's not winning.
Period. I just don't feel like she's winning yet. I know she's winning, but she's not winning yet.
We're both predicting that, sadly, Becky's retaining this Sunday. They're going to have a rematch at Hell in a Cell, and Sasha's going to win it there. Or, which this is a more interesting twist, if they go in this direction with the 4 Horsewomen storyline, which I think they should, but WWE is not that creative right now. Sasha's going to interfere with Bayley's match, so to make Bayley win. Mm-hmm. And I think Charlotte might come out during Becky's match, but I don't actually know if that'll happen or not. And I think this could lead to another tag team match, and either Bayley and Sasha are both going to be champions, or Becky and Charlotte are both going to be champions, and it's going to be like a winner-takes-all tag team match at Hell in a Cell.
That's what I want to happen.
They're probably not going to do that, though, because they're just not that creative, like I said. Moral of the story is, Becky's retaining on Sunday. So many people think she's not, and it really boggles my mind.
I mean, I can see where people think that she's not retaining, because of how well they built up Sasha. Yeah. But at the same time, we know Becky's not tapping out. So the only way Sasha's winning is by interference, or if she just pins Becky, and I don't think she's going to pin Becky. So Becky could very easily win against Sasha clean, and Sasha's fans can't seem to accept that. But I guess we just go and see what's going to happen. But I don't want y'all to get it twisted. I don't hate Sasha. Her character right now is annoying as fuck. I don't hate her, though. I've always liked Sasha. And I'm not going to be mad when she wins the title, or if. Because our predictions could all be wrong. Mm-hmm. But I will be happy for her. But I really just feel like she does not... Honestly, she doesn't deserve to win the championship yet.
She has not earned anything since she's been back. And I would be saying that about anyone else, not just Sasha. She came back from a 4-month hiatus, she beat a couple people up, and that's it.
Yeah.
What has she accomplished since even before WrestleMania? Other than winning the tag team titles with Bayley. And they only had them for a short amount of time. I mean...
Crickets.
Okay, so... those were our predictions.
I feel like Clash of Champions is going to be pretty good, so... we're just going to have to wait and see.
I can already feel in my soul that they're going to pull some clownery with a lot of these matches. Like they do most of the time these days, but...
yeah, they can't just have a good win. Clean win.
Alright, well that's all. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the post notifications because we will actually be posting again. Yeah, so like, whenever there's a pay-per-view, we will upload that Saturday before the pay-per-view. And we're going to go back to... we're going to post every Thursday now?
Mm-hmm. We're going to start posting Thursdays, our Raw and SmackDown review.
Alright, well, hopefully we will talk to you guys next Thursday, right?
Yes.
And hopefully I will still be alive based off the results of Clash of Champions. Stay tuned. Follow us on social media, did I say that?
I know, right? I don't know.
Alright, well, yep, that's it. Bye.
Boo.
Hi. And, some person walking just stared at us. Like, boo,
I know.
let us get our coin that we're not getting from YouTube. What was it saying? What was it saying?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.